Hello student. In last class I have started with the question from the exercise 7.3. So today also I am going to continue with the same exercise in which trigonometrical relations or identities we are going to use direct way or indirect way. So here let's start with the questions from the exercise with the question number 4. Now in fourth one, sine cube 2x plus 1 is available as a main function. Now this cubic form you can handle in two ways. First of all, make this sine cube split as a sine square into sine x, and then that sine square write in form of 1 minus cos square and then use the substitution method. The another way to handle that type of situation is we are familiar with the formula of sine 3x. So sine 3x we can write as a 3 sin x minus 4 sine cube x. From there cubic term we can make separate out and then go for substitution. So any of the method you can adopt here as per your conveniency. So here we are going to make it this sine cube split as a sine square into sine x and write the solution form. Now this we are going to write as a sine square 2x plus 1 into sine 2x plus 1 dx. Normally we generate dt form means differentiation form. Now here in this particular case or now onwards what the question we are going to attend, no particular method will be mentioned to you. It's depend upon you that which method you are going to implement which is suit to your question. So any of the method in between you can implement as per the ability of the question frame. So now this sine square we will write as 1 minus cos square 2x plus 1. Outside this sine 2x you keep as such. Now it is very clear that if we are going for substitution of cos 2x plus 1 as a t, as a dt, sine 2x plus 1 we are going to be generate anyhow. So let it be substituted. Let cos 2x plus 1 as a t. Make it differentiate both the sides. Differentiation of cos we know it is minus sine. Angle is 2x plus 1. As a variable is contained as an angle form, so multiple of 2 will also be there as a derived form. That is your dt. From here what is the requirement in your question? Sine 2x plus 1 dx only. So this minus you will adjust with your dt divided by 2. So now convert the whole question in your t form. First of all, minus sign you keep here. This is 1 by 2 being a constant, keep outside. Now this is 1 minus t square and this whole expression you will be replaced by dt. Now your question is available in form of t for further integration. So now proceed about the integration separately. Keeping this minus half outside, integration of 1 is t. Integration of t square is a t cube upon 3. Now everywhere go for substitution of your t as a cos 2x plus 1 minus 1 upon 3 cos 2x plus 1 cube. This 1 by 2 you can make it multiplier. Here also you can take a LCM. So more convenient form you will have is minus 1 upon 6 3 cos of 2x plus 1 minus cos cube 2x plus 1 minus also you can make adjust here for a more appropriate form. So this will be the final answer form regarding this single term. Now the next one we will attend question number 9. In ninth one, your question is available as cos 6 upon 1 plus cos of x. Here if you write any of the cos formula, it will convert to half angle. So direct it is not possible to write a direct cos 6 formula. So here one thing we are going to do, in numerator try to generate the same term as it is available in a denominator. So here with the cos plus 1 minus 1. So easy way it can be handled now. Now combine your required term, that means 1 plus cos 6 minus 1 keep aside, divide by 1 plus cos of x. Now make these two terms separate. Under this bracketed term put this 1 plus cos x minus 1 upon the whole expression. So it is your 1 plus cos x minus 1 upon 1 plus cos x. Now these two terms are available for your further expression. So this will be turned as a 1 minus 1 plus cos x we normally write as a 2 cos square x by 2. This is 1 upon cos square means sec square. So now you can see easily we can handle this situation for further integration. Now make them integrate separately. So that will give you x regarding this one minus half. Integration of sec square is 10 x by 2. As a multiple we are having 1 by 2. So this is also to be right over here. This 2 and 2 will cut. So finally you will left with x minus 10x by 2 plus c. So this is the different type of combination you are having. Now this can be handled one more way. This cos x you can write as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. And this 1 plus cos x you can write as a 2 cos square x by 2. Make them separate and go for integration. Now the next and important form I am going to discuss, that is question number 10. Question number 10 and 11 both are of the same category, only the term are changed. So here let's discuss or solve question number 10 over here. In 10th one, your question is available with a single term with the even power. If it is being an odd power, splitting of the term is quite easy and handling of the question will also become quite easy for you. But here you can see it is even power. If you make them split, so again it will be split as a even and even combination, and here again conversion of the question will be quite difficult for us. So here what will you do? This way you make it split first. Sin square with whole square. If it is available with the cos square, same way it can be. Now this sin square x first we will write in form of cos. So 1 minus cos of 2x upon 2 whole square. You all are familiar about this formula form. Now next what we will do? This 1 upon 2 whole square keep outside the bracket, means it will be your 1 by 4. Squaring of this 2. Simple thing. Then 1 minus cos of 2x whole square left with you. Now go for writing its expansion for square. So this is your 1 by 4. This is 1 minus middle term 2 cos of 2x plus last term cos square 2x. Still you can see these two terms are available which can be proceed for integration, but this cos square still we can't make it proceed for direct integration. So further this one cos square 2x we have to write with a linear combination, and we are having only one way to convert this cos square with the cos x is a use of cos 2x formula form. So this cos square 2x you will write as 1 plus cos 4x whole divided by 2 by using the same formula form for cos 2x. Now here this is 1 minus plus 1 plus cos of 2 into 2x. Here you can frame one small bracket whole divided by 2 and close this bracket over here. So this angle will turn as a 4x. So this is your 1 by 4. 1 minus 2 cos of 2x plus 1 plus cos of 4x whole by 2. At this stage again it is not possible, means separately we have to make a combined terms with the like terms, means constant combined with the constant, or other angle if it is going for, you just make them combined. So first of all here you go for taking LCM. So that will give you 1 upon 4 into 1 upon 2. On taking LCM this will be 2, this will be 4 cos of 2x, and this will remain as such 1 plus cos of 4x. So this is 2, 4, 1 and single one. Now combine your constant and make these two outside multiply, that is 1 by 8. This is 2 plus 1 3 minus 4 cos of 2x plus cos of 4x. Now if you study this combination, each term is available for integration separately. None of the term is written with the combined form or in such a way that it can't be handled for further integration. Now integrate each term separately. So on integration, what will you have? 1 upon 8 outside. Here is being constant, so it is 3x minus 4. Cos 2x will integrate as sin 2x upon 2. This cos 4x will integrate as a sin 4x upon 4 plus constant. Now it is to be sorted out for your LCM purpose and constant. Now here 4 we will take LCM. So this is 1 upon 8. On taking 4 as a LCM, this will be your 12x minus 2 already present. So that will give you 8 sin of 2x plus sin of 4x, and this is a constant. 32 12x minus 8 sin of 2x plus sin of 4x, and this is your constant term. So this way only a single term will be split and integration will be evaluated. Now here this question may be available with the cos combination. So here in place of negative combination you will write your plus formula. Then after again your method will remain same. So as such the question is to be handled with the, even sometime you are having 6, so at that time also the same type of solution you will follow for given combination. So this is one of the important form for you regarding the integration. Now the next we are going to attend question number 12. In 12th one, your combination is available as a sin square x dx 1 plus cos of x. Now here you can see 1 plus cos x can't be combined with a formula with a single angle means x. These two terms can be combined only when both are carrying the same angle form, means both are carrying x only. So in order to that, this sin square we can write as 1 minus cos square form. So that we write using the identity. Now 1 minus cos square x split as a formula using a square minus b square identity. So this will be your 1 plus cos of x, 1 minus cos of x, 1 plus cos of x. These two are cut. Now here you will left with the one linear combination only, that is 1 minus cos of x. Now easily it can be handled for integration. So on integration, integration of 1 is x, integration of cos is sine and constant. So this way, this is simple type of combinations are to be handled. Now we are having the next category is question number 13, in which your question is available with this combination cos of 2x minus cos of 2 alpha upon cos of x minus cos of alpha. So we try to generate numerator in such a way that denominator can be combined with your numerator form. We know cos 2 theta form in terms of cos only, so that we are going to be right over here. This is cos 2 square x minus 1 minus 2 cos square alpha minus 1 upon cos of x minus cos of alpha. Make them multiply with negative sign for second bracket term. This minus plus will adjust. Remaining is 2 cos square x minus 2 cos square alpha upon cos of x minus cos of alpha. 2 you take common in numerator terms. Again it is to be split as a plus b and a minus b form. Both are carrying the square form. So further it will be handled as 2 cos of x plus cos of alpha, cos of x minus cos of alpha and dx whole over cos of x plus cos of alpha. Minus. This minus term will cut. You will left with a single combination only, that is cos of x plus cos of alpha for further integration. Means linear combinations we are having, or terms are separated here for integration at last. So now on integration, this is your 2. Integration of cos is sine. Cos alpha is being a constant one, so multiple 1 is available, so that will give you x. So this will be the x cos of alpha. Write in a proper way your answer 1. plus c. So this is the final answer form you will have with this type of combination. Now we are going to move towards one more important form, that is question number 16, tan 4x. In 16th one, in 16th, again we are having single term but not with the sine or cos, with the tangent form. Now first this tan 4 we will split as a tan square into tan square. This is also one of the important form. Now any one of the tan square write as sec square minus 1. Anyone it can be, but both you don't turn. This one we are going to be turned as a sec square x minus 1. Make these two terms separate on multiplication. This is tan square x sec square x minus tan square x. Now for both, make your integration separate. This is your tan square x into sec square x dx minus tan square x and dx. This is the first part, this is the another one. Now here this tan square x can't be integrated directly. So this tan square again we will write as a sec square minus 1 form. Now for this part tan x we are going to suppose as a t. So as a dt sec square is available directly. So direct, this is one of the theorem you will be study afterwards. So if your main function is available with a certain power and as a multiple its derivative is written, so direct it can be integrated by using the formula form. Now first of all this tan square will make convert as a sec square minus 1 form. Now for this part only, because now this is available for direct integration, there is no problem. So this you can handle it separately, or for this one only tan x you will suppose as a t, because in that part no tan x is available. So here tan x we will suppose as a t, or this you can handle as a I1 also, it was I. So for I1 it is your tan square x sec square x. Along with the solution also you can suppose. So tan x you are having as a t, make it differentiate. What will you have? Sec square x dx as a dt form. So the whole question you can convert as a t square dt. Make it integrate, it will be t cube upon 3 plus c. T cube, that means tan cube x upon 3. So go for substitution over here regarding your I1 part. So integration of this whole combination you will write as tan cube x upon 3 minus integration of the sec square is tan of x minus integration of 1 is x. So this way this whole combination is to be handled. Final answer you will make it to multiply with the negative sign. So this is your tan cube x upon 3 minus tan of x minus minus plus x plus c. So this way only the single term if you are having, it is to be handled with the splitting of the term. Here the same combination may be available to you with the tan 6x. So at that time also one tan square you make separate. Remaining tan 4 you will handle as a tan square Again this tan square you will split as a sec square minus 1, and almost the same process you will follow. 2 extra terms will be in between. Now the same question it may be available with the cot also. So on making them split, convert in form of the cosec square, you handle the situation. That's why this question is an important one. Now the next question we are going to attend is question number 17. Sin cube plus cos cube upon sin square into cos square. Now here, because of this cubic form and this denominator is containing the square one, make separation of the term over here. From the question study itself, it will be clear to you that which method you will implement to given question form. If you are not on the proper track, automatically you will understand that somewhat wrong is going on while writing the solution. Now here, make cancellation of the respective term and try to convert with a single combination. Here you see, this sin square will cut with your sin. Here cos square will cut with your cos. So the remaining is a sin x upon cos square x, whereas here you are having cos x upon sin square x. Now here again make them split to generate single term. Means this way you just make them combine. Sin x upon cos and 1 cos x remains, so it is 1 by cos separately. Here also the same way it is to be handled, means cos of x upon sin of x into 1 upon sin of x. Now sin by cos we know it is your tangent, whereas 1 upon cos we know it is sec, cos by sin we know it is cot, and 1 by sin we know it is cosec. Now you can see both the combinations can be handled for integration individually. So integration of tan x into sec x is sec x, whereas the integration of cot x into cosec x is minus cosec x. So make them integrate over here. So on integrating, what will you have? Integration of tan x sec x means sec x minus integration of cot into cosec is cosec of x. So this way you see what the combination it was available, and at last what the single answer form we are having. So it is totally based on the trigonometrical interconversion. So if you are very clear about handling of the situation or handling of the formula, you can easily handle such type of integrating term. Now one more form we are going to discuss, that is question number 19 over here. That is your 1 upon sin x into cos cube x. Here none of the term or none of the x term is available in a numerator. So anyhow it is to be handled for further situation. This is your cos cube available. So try to make it convert with the tangent, or because just now if you write with the 1 upon form you will have cosec and a sec cube. So that is also not possible to handle anyhow with the derivative form. So here this denominator itself multiply and divide by cos of x. This sin by cos will give you tan x, whereas this will give you cos 4x. 1 upon cos 4 means it can be written as a sec 4x form. Now it will be click to you why I did so. Now this sec 4 we write as a sec because derivation we want anyhow. So if you suppose tan x as a t, this sec square you will get as a dt form, but one extra sec square we are having, so that sec square we will write as a 1 plus tan square for better handling. So now this first sec square we will convert as a tangent form, whereas this second one you follow as such. Now here suppose tan x as a t, sec square x dx you are available as a dt form. So make your question convert in a t form, 1 plus t square upon t. This is your dt. Make them separate. This way you are having separate term for further integration. Now make them integrate, it will be log of t plus t square upon 2. Everywhere substitute t as a so this is the answer you will have in form of tangent. So try to attempt some illustration or some remaining question in the exercise. Thank you.